The topic of this lesson is the Chinese negotiating style. You will learn how to develop your strategy and about some of the peculiarities of the negotiating process in China. The Chinese word for negotiating consists of two characters meaning to discuss or to judge. From a Chinese perspective, negotiating is regarded as a mechanism for building trust so that two parties can work together for the benefit of both. Therefore, a negotiation in China is believed to be an ongoing, dynamic process. The Chinese negotiating style. During negotiations, the Chinese are generally relationship-oriented. They pay much attention to harmony and flexibility and can patiently wait until the job is done. Therefore, you should start building trust based on mutual respect, equality, and harmony. The Chinese believe getting to know each other and building trust is a necessary part of negotiations. The Chinese listen more than they talk. The indirect, unemotional style combined with vagueness gives more room for maneuvers. The Chinese are usually willing to compromise. Giving and taking achieves harmony in a Chinese culture. That is why compromise is not considered weak or giving in. Strategy. Surely, you should have a strategy while negotiating in China, since your negotiations are likely to take a longer period of time than in the West. There are many factors which extend time for negotiations, like obligatory face-to-face meetings, translations, and the time necessary to get to know your potential partner. You should have a clear vision of what you want to get in the end, and how you plan to get there. It's important to keep accurate records of the results of each stage. Negotiating in China is a team sport. In China, you will likely see a team of negotiators across the table. The most important task here will be to detect the real decision-maker in the group, usually there's only one, and the person who may influence the decision-maker. Revisiting agreed items or terms. Chinese may revisit items previously discussed and agreed upon and try to renegotiate. In this case, benevolently enter into talks and be well prepared for what you are willing to achieve. Negotiating never stops. In the West, business and leisure are often separated, whereas Chinese culture tends to consider business and leisure as intertwined and interconnected. Therefore, some bargaining issues can be raised on social occasions. In fact, the Chinese never really stop negotiating. A laughing concession made by you while having fun at a party will likely emerge at the next meeting as a settled issue you agreed upon. In this lesson, you've learned that the Chinese are often ready to compromise. It is important to detect the real decision-maker in the group. It is common to revisit items previously discussed. Business and leisure are interconnected, and that is why negotiation never stops.